Only 1 week to go until Race to the Stones. Very much in tapering mode now and really keeping the miles to a minimum. There's no fitness to be gained, but there are injuries to be picked up, so really keeping it to a minimum. But it's time to pack. Time to get everything that I need for the day into my race pack. So this is what I'm planning to take. I have my lovely Salomon 12 litre race pack, which I've been training with for a few months now, which I really like. It's really comfortable. This is everything else that I'm taking with me other than wearing. So gonna need a sun hat. So after trying out a couple of hats, I've gone with this one from Head Sweats, which is really comfortable, really keeps me cool when it's hot. Also my sunglasses. It was a very cheap purchase off Amazon. You can swap the lenses out to a number of different options. Typically, certainly in the summer, I go with the darkest lens, the polarized one, which I think I'll be taking with me next week, if only because the weather forecast has sunny intervals. If it was going to be overclouded, I'd take a much lighter lens, but I think that's the one that I'm going to go with. In terms of food, well, yeah, the gels have never really agreed with me. I find it very difficult to swallow when I'm running. I tend to smear gels all over my face when I try and eat one. I find it much easier to eat Haribos, so I will be taking Haribo with me. Almost certainly 2 packets. There's one which is half open there and one which is unopened, so I'll have a spare one and one to munch along the way. Spare sachets of Tailwind. I enjoy running with Tailwind. Again, I've been practicing it with the last few months, so I'll definitely be taking Tailwind in my main hydration pack. Get through 1 packet about every 10 miles or so, so I'm only doing the 50k. I will take 3 of their sachets with me, just so that I can refill along the way. Obviously the expandable cup, which I bought recently off eBay. Again, really quite a cheap purchase, but that opens up to about, I think it's 600 mils or so. Be carrying that along with me. In terms of main hydration, I've got my 2 soft bottles which I carry on the front of the vest, in which I'll be carrying water with a little bit of salt or hydration salts in that, and in the main hydration pack on the back I'll have Tailwind. Obviously, we can't guarantee dry weather, even though the forecast is dry, so I'll be taking my waterproof jacket with me and my phone in a little waterproof bag to keep it dry just in case. And in here, as always, in the cover of my phone, I've also got money, so got cash with me to take with me, and that little tag there with next of kin, which has my family's number on in case anyone finds me lying by the side of the trail. In terms of sort of emergency stuff, what have I got in there? I've got an emergency fruit and nut bar. Really, this is just if I stop and I need something to eat. To be honest, I don't really like this fruit and nut bar, which is why it sits in the back of the pack as an emergency thing. That way I'm not tempted to eat it as a normal run snack. Foil blanket, again, in case I stop and in case I need to keep myself warm, always have that in the backpack with me. Tissues, yeah, might need those. We shall see, but they're coming in the back. And then I've also got this rather nifty pack, which is a Molly bag, which is my first aid kit. So in here, this opens up, and inside I've got everything that I need as first aid. It's all in one little bag that I can just put at the back of my rucksack. So we've got antiseptic hand gel, tick tweezers. Yeah, I'm a magnet for ticks, so if I am going out, I do like to have tick tweezers with me. Little Swiss Army knife, which has got scissors in there. this rather nice stuff, which is lip balm, which you can also use on your feet instead of Vaseline. It's got a really nice little container, so it slips in there. And then in here I have paracetamol and ibuprofen. Over here, Imodium. Yeah, might need it, hopefully not. Extra K-tape so that I can tape up any blisters. I got another little box of lip salve there. I probably don't need that, although it's not really very heavy. I'll probably keep it in there. Zinc tape, again, which I can use to tape things up, or indeed improvise a splint or a sling if I really need to. And then in here I've got a selection of plasters and wet wipes, sterile dressing, sterile washes to clean any wounds, and also some larger wound dressings just in case I fall over and I need to cover up some cuts and grazes. But I think that's everything that I would realistically need on a trail. Obviously there's going to be medical help out there. This is just sort of get through any scrapes or issues or friendly insects that decide to come along with me. But there we go, that's what I'm taking with me. It's not particularly heavy, certainly as much as I carry normally, and yeah, I think that's everything I'm going to be needing, and hopefully I shall see you at the start line.